Probably a lot of cautions.
Hello and welcome to the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. We are live at Nashville Superspeedway tonight, and this is race number 4. Is that correct, McCullough?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I got it right. Race number 4 for the Hyperdrive Cup Series here, brought to you by Butt Kicker. If you need kicked in the butt, get you a butt kicker. No, really, feel what you've been missing, right, McCullough?
Yep.
McCullough tell you all about the butt kicker. He picked one up about, 6 months or so ago, and I don't think a guy can get much use out of the thing nowadays, but
We try to here and there.
all right, we as the stream starts here, we want to wish all the veterans a happy Veterans Day today.
Yes.
That's first and foremost, and I might even have a little something special lined up after we get out of qualifying, McCullough.
Nice.
But we'll see. We'll see if it works or not. But if it works, it works. Hey, Michael, how are you, buddy? So what's going on in practice, McCullough?
Everyone's on the track.
Everyone's
Seems like.
on the track, and Gary Wells up at the top of the leaderboard. You see that, Michael McCullough?
Yeah.
All right, so 1.33-mile track here at Nashville, and the fact that I just downloaded this track will tell you that I've never turned a lap here, McCullough.
I haven't turned one either.
Yeah, it's let's go time, Lewis. Never turned a lap here, so we're going to see how that is tonight, I guess, from, I don't know, we'll do a cockpit view or something and go in car and see what it looks like, McCullough.
Yeah.
And I guess since we now have the track that we may even have to check it out. Yeah.
We may have to.
Yeah, we got the MMO guys coming in. There's Lewis right there. Hey, buddy.
Going on.
Number 8, Double H. That's going to be Hunter Hallberg right there. There's the 8 car. You put the car numbers in, and there's World Tour Trucking. You put the car numbers in here, and we'll check out their favorite drivers, won't we, McCullough?
Yep.
Or we'll pretend to. I think it's going to be pretend. Yeah, the 41's not on the, he's not in the car right now, so we can't take a look at his. And the melons are out again. McCullough.
Yep, and they're already hidden.
I unhit them. I showed them. You got to show the melons, man.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
The butt kickers work real good for getting you some melons too, don't they, McCullough?
They do.
Yeah, butt kicker's good for that too. Is that not the single best upgrade that you've done to your sim rig, by the way?
Oh, it's the best one.
The best upgrade.
Don't need to do anything else now.
Oh, my taskbar is showing on the stream, isn't it?
Yep.
All right, we'll get rid of that. That wasn't hard, McCullough. Guy just had to click a button. It's probably going to show it back up on the stream again, too, when I do what I do, but at least I know.
All right.
At least I know clicking on it will get rid of that, right?
Yep, it's gone.
All right, we're going to take a look at number 2 on the board right now. And we're going to have a watermelon movement tonight. If Michael Atkins Jr. can pull off the win tonight, that'll be back-to-back. But we're watching number 2 on the speed charts right now, and that's going to be Joshua Kanata driving a 16 car. He's coming off pit road. We got about 3.5 minutes of practice left here at Nashville tonight. And then, according to McCullough, we're going to have 150 laps of racing. Where's Bender for the over-under at, McCullough?
Who knows?
We got to
He's
get
slacking.
the over-under, don't we?
Well, yes, we do. He needs to get on that.
Got to jump right on it. See Kanata closing up, giving a 26 right there of Michael Robinson a little, whoa. He helped him right down to the apron. Ooh.
Yeah.
That
into the
looked
wall.
nasty, didn't it?
Yep.
Let's see if I can find Robinson here and back that one up a little bit, McCauley. You see that he got into the back of him with a little bump draft, but he may have rubbed him the wrong way as they got him loose and down on the apron, and man in the car just come right up the track. So hopefully that's not a preview of what we're going to see later.
Learn it now.
Learn it now, that's right. And check out this paint job on the 17 car, McCauley. And he just took it to pit road. Nope, he's coming back out now, so we're going to get a closer look on it. Brand new paint this week for Tommy Haynes, driver of the 17 car.
I was just getting used to the bush.
Yep, just got used to it, and now we're on bang. The bootlegger went to Bush and Bang. At least they all start with a B, McCauley.
Yeah.
So we were bootlegger, Bush, and now Bang. Well, let's see if Atkins is on the track yet. Nope. He's sitting, ninth on the speed charts in practice, so I don't know, 1.3 mile track, just over a mile and a quarter. I would say the draft probably is going to be in effect to a point, McCauley.
It could be.
I mean, it very well could be to a point, but. And here's a driver we haven't, I don't recall seeing on the track yet this season, and that's going to be that 18 car right there, Jacob Tyler May. And I think he's having a little problem with his connection, Michael McCauley, because I keep bouncing off of it.
Yeah, he keeps blinking right now.
He's a blinker, ain't he? I'll tell you what, he's fourth on the speed chart, so first night out here with the Hyperdrive Cup guys, that's not too bad to start it off. We'll see how he does in qualifying, and we're about 30 seconds away from seeing if Gary Wells can back up his practice time. Although Tommy Haynes matched his time identical, McCauley.
Yeah, he's right there. Actually, the top 5, 6 are all right there.
Oh, yeah, they're right there together. You go back to fifth, and what is it, 0-0-0-2 back?
Yep.
That's crazy close, man. 0-0-0-2. Yep, don't get much closer than that. But that's what you got to love about the racing over here with these Hyperdrive Cup Series guys at Swift Motorsports. They will definitely put on a show for us tonight. It'll be a long one, but a fun one, McCauley.
Yeah, should be a good one.
I don't know. I mean, mile and a quarter. It's not a mile and a half. It is a little bit smaller, so.
I don't know if you consider this a short track or not.
I think it just depends right here on, depends on a lot of things. We're going to try to go on board with somebody here. That's Michael Robinson, and he's sitting on pit road. And Gary Wells, let's jump on board with the 33. He was a fast man in practice. Let's see if he can back it up in qualifying here, McCauley. And hopefully I don't kill the mouth tonight after that root canal, huh?
Hopefully not.
Over under 2. That's Bender's assessment. So I'm definitely over, McCauley.
I'm over.
I'm 5.
That's what I was gonna do. Okay, I'll go 6.
All right, so I'm 5, McCauley 6.
Hopefully we're both wrong.
And the party's on. It's definitely on in the chat right now. We got MMO Radio in the house. Michael McCauley, really good people over there.
Yeah, great to have him back in the chat.
Yeah, we'll have to jump on board with Michael Atkins Jr. when he jumps on the racetrack to turn a qualifying lap here. So far, Hunter Hallberg in the 8 is at the top of the board. Wells is going to clock in at 3rd right there on his first lap. Man, look how tight the car is. I just watched Gary Wells come out of turn 2, and he had every bit of steering wheel in that car. If he had turned it any farther left, he'd have been on the other side of the racetrack, Macaulay. So the second lap's not going to get it done, and unfortunately, I don't believe he's going to back up his practice time. So, all right, MMO Radio, you asked for it, you got it. You're on board with the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. As he's going to make his qualifying effort around Nashville Superspeedway here. But is it really a Superspeedway, Macaulay?
I wouldn't think so.
They call it one. And there's Jessica. Welcome to the stream, Jessica. We'll definitely let Todd know that you give him the shout out. I think he already knows it, though. You've been a very good supporter for him since day one. At least the first stream that I ever done. I can remember her coming in.
Yeah, everyone I've been a part of.
Yeah, and sometimes she was the only one that said anything in the chat. So we go back to the early days, and now you look at it, and we got a lot of good people in here that blow the chat up, and we love it. Me and Macaulay sit here and read every bit of it. A lot of times we laugh throughout the broadcast. We have a lot of fun with it, and you guys are the reason that we have fun.
Right. Atkins put it P1.
He did it. Top of the board. Michael Atkins Jr. Nope.
Dan just overran it.
It was short-lived, wasn't it, Macaulay?
It was.
So that's going to put Atkins down to P2, but it was short-lived, but he had her P1. All right. The Bang Machine. He must have just finished qualifying. Yep, he's turning it on the pit road now. So Joe Torres is still out on the racetrack in the 2-car here, but I believe Torres just shut her down too. Brandon Fries. He's actually currently 23rd on the board, so we're going to see what lap number 2 can do for him here. He may have threw the first lap away. By the start-finish line, that's going to... Nope. Didn't really improve there, Macaulay, on the second lap. 99 coming to pit road. 10 cars calling it quits. And Justin Gann, we know, put her top of the board. So those guys are sitting right there, and qualifying is almost completed. As we got about 20 seconds left. So I have something planned. We're going to see if it works or not, Macaulay.
All right.
We'll do it right after qualifying.
All right.
We'll wait till right after qualifying to do it. He's making a left turn. That's absolutely the goal of it. You start making too many right turns, and you might be in trouble.
You might be at the hot dog stand.
You might actually be at the hot dog stand or in the hot dog stand. Oh, sometimes I'm like that. I tried to move the wall down several times the other night, didn't I, Macaulay?
Yeah, the wall didn't move, though.
No, it didn't, but my fender sure did, didn't it?
Yep.
Kind of relocated it right to the engine compartment. About where the breather would be is probably where my fender was. All right, so there's we're actually lining up. That's right, because we just finished qualifying, Macaulay.
Yep, qualifying's done.
So let's go ahead and fire this up. All right, Macaulay, I believe it worked.
It worked.
And once again, we want to thank all of you veterans out there, each and every one of you, for what you put in, protecting our freedoms and our liberties here. None of that goes ignored.
No.
We are 100% in support of our veterans, and happy Veterans Day to each and every one of you. All right, so we got to do a starting lineup, Macaulay. I think they're about ready to go.
Yep.
Let's take a look at the grid. Starting on the pole, we've seen in qualifying, he jumped to the top of the board. That's going to be the number 30 of Justin Gann. To Gann's outside in second, he's got a lot of fans from MMO Radio in the chat. That's a 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. Starting third, Hunter Hallberg. I know he's got a fan or two in here as well, driving the 8 car. Good starting spot for Hunter. To his outside in fourth, you're going to find that number 56 of John Wimbish. Starting fifth is the 29 of Mike Rominger. And to his outside in sixth, brand new paint job on that 17 car. You see it on your screen. That's the Bang paint. But he's a bootlegger, Tommy Haynes, in a 17. Starting seventh, Todd Craze, number 22 car. Todd is the defending champion of the Hyperdrive Cup Series here at Swift Motorsports. And to his outside in eighth, Joshua Kanata, driving a number 16. Starting ninth, we're going to have first start for Jacob Tyler May, driving the 18. And then 10th is going to be Darren Clement, driving a number 32. How many we got, Macaulay?
We got 23.
All right, so I'll do a couple of more. Starting 11th, that 3 car right there to your bottom left-hand corner. That's going to be Roy Fernandez. And his outside in 12th, you're going to find that number 5 car, Chad Osborne. Take it away, Macaulay.
All right, and then starting 13th, you got David Elliott in the 42. 14th, Nick Hunt. 15th, Gary May in the 10. And to his outside, Gary Wells, starting 16th. Starting 17th, Michael Robinson. Starting 18th, Joe Torres. 19th, in the 28, Ron Schutz. And starting to his outside in 20th, Jonathan Cogswell. 21st, Jeff Glockner. And to his outside, Toby Bird. And rounding out the field is Brandon Fries in 21.
All right, that's going to be your starting grid right here at Nashville Superspeedway. And not going to lie, definitely the first race I broadcast here, Macaulay.
Definitely my first.
So I don't think we even truly know what we're in for here tonight.
No. No clue.
But we're going to figure it out just like the people viewing the broadcast here. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So thank you guys for tuning in to the stream here tonight. We got 150 exciting laps of racing for you on tap. There's a shout out for Toby right there. Toby Bird driving a 99 car. He's going to be starting 22nd, so he's got a little bit of work to do here at Nashville to get up to the front. We did our over-unders. Now the pace car's in. We're green flagging racing in Nashville just like that. And Justin Gann looked like he got shot out of a cannon. Literally.
Yeah, he took off.
He wasn't waiting around, was he, Macaulay?
No.
Man, and we got a field of cars here, and I'm not even lying. There's Michael Atkins Jr. right there in the 41, running P2. Hunter Hallberg in the third spot, right where these guys respectfully started. Take a look at the field right here. See a little bit of racing, a little too wide stuff back there with Mike Rominger. You got Rominger and Kanata right there, 16 and 29 side by side. That's going to be for what, the 6th and 7th spot, Macaulay?
Yep, 6 and 7.
Darren Clement battling with Todd Cray right back there. And then we got the car blinking. I believe that's going to be the 18 car. And that's Jacob Tyler May. So he still might be fighting just a little bit of a connection issue there, Macaulay.
Yeah, hopefully it sorts itself out here soon.
Lap 2 complete of 150. Now, actually, we're on lap 3. Got Guy's going to learn how to count someday. Might not be today, but someday I will. I promise, McCullough. So
eventually we'll learn it.
Justin Gann is showing him the way around here, but I'm watching that 41 just ride up on a guy's bumper, man. This is good stuff, McCullough.
It is.
This is kind of like a short track breeded with a 1.5 miles. If they had a baby, it would be Nashville, right?
It's like Dover and Bristol and, what, 1.5 miles Vegas? Throw that in there?
Yeah, but this one is, if you look at it, how it's shaped and how the corners are banked, it's more like one of the intermediate 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
So kind of like a Vegas or a Chicagoland, but like a miniature version. So maybe if you mixed Vegas, if you breeded Vegas with Richmond,
yep,
McCullough, they would have Nashville. So Vegas and Richmond would have Nashville. Man, what a good-looking field of cars we got out here tonight. Each and every week, nice field of drivers. What, 23 starters here tonight?
Yep, we had 23.
So really good to see the field filling up right here for the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. And look at that bang number 17.
On the move.
He's working on his teammate. Every spot he takes, McCullough is yelling, bang! Now you're going to have to trade the bootleggers in and go for some bang now, McCullough.
Or I could just mix them.
The problem is if a guy drank too many of them, you know, if you drank as many bang as you do bootlegger, you probably would never sleep. I think it's an energy drink, isn't it?
It is.
Kind of reminds me of that stuff they used to make and sell here, but they quit selling it a while back. It was called juice. And the juice was not good.
No.
Now, once you got on the juice got loose, man. I had a buddy that used to, years ago when my kids were racing go-karts, and heck, I raced them for a long time. But I had a buddy that used to buy that juice and pound down on it, and we had an engine builder that we used, and we'd hang out there, you know, before going to the race, getting the carts ready and stuff, scaling them out.
Yeah.
This dude would go missing, McCullough, and when we found him, he'd be passed out in the dyno room on the shop floor. So apparently the juice would amp him up for about, I don't know, 2 hours, and then when he ran out, he just crashed wherever he was at. So those were the old days. That's been quite a while now. And I got a call from that builder one time. He said, hey, you're never going to believe this. And I said, what? He said, I'm pretty sure Johnson was just passed out on the side of I-4 when I went by. That was the dude that used to fall out. So when they were, another funny part about that story, McCullough, is when they were doing away with the juice, making it illegal to sell it here.
Yeah.
He bought like 10 cases. I kid you not. The dude bought 10 cases. Look at Hallberg working on the back of the 17.
Yeah, Tommy Haynes got around him.
Yeah, Haynes did get around him. Now he's putting a gap on him.
Yeah, one thing I'm going to be curious is how tire wear is at Nashville.
Oh, you better believe I'm a Florida boy. Lakeland. Got grumpy old bastard down in southwest Florida. Down around Naples down there or what? Could even be around Fort Myers or somewhere. Man, Gann has been showing the way, though, these first 13 laps, and I'm going to tell you that 30 car has been looking pretty strong up there, Michael McCullough.
He has. He's showing the pace right now.
He's got about 2.5 tenths. I mean, he's not driving away from this 41 here by no means, Michael Atkins Jr. Ah, Sarasota. I've been there a time or 10. So you can look right here, though. Tommy Haynes, man, the bootleggers, I believe he put some little bit of practice in here, McCauley.
Or he put some bang in the motor there.
Put a little bang in it. That's right. Bang! There he goes, 17. Bang! Got another spot, McCauley. I don't think he's going to like that very well.
I don't think so.
Holy crap. Ours is headed up that way too, Grumpy. It's probably not far off of it, to be honest with you. We have seen a huge increase in population over the last couple of years for obvious reasons. Well, it's all the people I theorize that were sitting around in the wintertime saying, I just need one good reason to move to Florida. And they got it.
Yeah.
They got it, McCauley. Atkins is getting his blood pressure up, he says. All right, I was up there on that 18 car, and I should have known better than that, Michael McCauley.
Yeah, he's still blinking.
So the 41, Michael Atkins Jr. right back in the third spot right now. But Gann has just stretched it out a little bit more here. Justin Gann up to 4 tenths of a second. We'll see if Tommy Haynes in the bang car can run him down. Atkins worked back there for a while on him, and he just, it's like he couldn't get there. Look at the racing behind him.
They got a whole lot of cars behind them.
Yes, they do. I think Todd Cray in the 22's in that mix. Hallberg on the outside's going the wrong way. I think a guy might have figured out how to make that right front tire angry, McCauley.
It's good to learn it now than later in the race.
Wow. Isn't that crazy? And Grumpy, not to get too nosy into that, but what was it a couple years ago? That's what I want to point out to people, because I would bet you that it's went up considerably in the last couple of years. We're talking about how much it cost him to live in Sarasota.
I think it's going up everywhere.
But down in Sarasota, you know, he's got he's closer to the water than I am. I'm right in the middle of the state. So he's closer to the water. Real estate's a little higher, but it's like I was telling him that since, you know, the past couple of years and the huge population growth, the county I live in Florida is been one of the most relocated to counties in the state. In 2008, his rent was $950. Wow.
Wow.
That's a pretty big increase. I wouldn't even call that standard inflation.
No.
All right, so the gap up front is staying about the same. It's a little under 4 tenths, down to the 3 tenths range now, but it looks like the 17's closing the gap just a little bit, McCauley.
It looks like it.
17,
He's not letting him get away.
17 of Tommy Haynes we're talking about. That's all right, Captain Trouble. You might want to come to Florida. There's the 41, Michael Atkins Jr. sitting back in the third spot, and I think I'll just crawl through and cover the top 10 right here. Speaking of that, there it is, live scoring of your top 10 on the left-hand side of your screen, Macaulay. I thought I had it.
Yeah, I thought you had it before.
Yep. I pulled it up there before. I think I can even do the top 5, can I? Yeah, that's a lot smaller. So you see Gans leading it. Tommy Haynes about half a second back right there. Well, right here, more exact. Got to get the car up there. So he's fallen off of Gann just a little bit. Gann doing an incredible job since the start of this race. Not just on a short run, but as the run gets longer here. And it looks like Atkins in the 41 might be backing up a little bit right there to Rominger's 29 car. And then rounding out the top 5 right there, you got Todd Cray. Read the chat, man. These guys are funny. Yeah, I think my mortgage is exactly the same as it was 15 years ago, Macaulay.
That's good.
It just ain't as much to go to pay it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, man, Cray moving right in there. That was close, dude.
That was real close.
You want to talk about some blood pressure going up. I bet those guys' blood pressure went up on that one. That 22 pulled right up to the bumper, man. Scared me. I thought it did live scoring on that, and it does.
That's pretty cool.
And I'm pretty sure as they switch positions around, it'll do it instantaneously as they do that. You know what I mean? Because you got the 22 working to the bottom right now, the 41 car, Michael Atkins. Damn, Alex got a $400 mortgage. Oh, that's lucky.
Yeah. Don't hear that.
I don't know. I'm always shocked to see what the houses around me sell for now compared to what I paid for my house here 20 years ago. Michael McCauley.
Yeah.
The good news is it did what everybody's investment should do. And it went up. That's right. Almost triple what I paid.
Can't complain about that one.
And some people would say, sell it, sell it, sell it. But here's the thing. You ain't going to buy nothing else comparable.
No.
So unless you're leaving state, there's no sense in selling. Man, I do love those cameras, but I'm going to have to switch off to a different view right here. Just for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, like they got the mixed one on this track.
Chicago ain't got nothing on Michigan when it comes to rusty cars. We don't know what that is in the South. What's a rusty car? How did that happen? I don't know. You get them over there on the coast, man, in Daytona and some of the beaches. They used to let people ride up and down the beach. And that saltwater would play hell on those cars. That's not a joke, Macaulay.
No, salt destroys them.
Salt is not your friend. They ordered 600 tons of it. So Gann still got the lead, but I'm telling you, the mover right now, deep into this run, the 29 car, Mike Rominger. You see Rominger has worked all the way to the back bumper of the 17 car. And Gann is down to about 3/10. So as Tommy Haynes has been catching Justin Gann, Rominger's been catching both of them, Macaulay.
Yeah, it's impressive.
So Mike Rominger in the 29, and it looks like Michael Atkins Jr. there has got settled out back in the 4th spot. He's backed up a little bit more, but I think we're about ready to have a race for second. You see Chad Osborne now moving into the top 5. So we're going to take a look at Osborne's car right here behind the 41. He's actually working on the 41 car right now. And it looks like Cray's back in the 6th position. His Ultima has been through 8 winners, Macaulay, and I think she might be done for. Dang it, man. The rust done killed the Ultima, didn't it? Illinois taking his 67 Galaxy from him, he said. I'll be damned if that happened to me. So Gann still leading it, man. He's led all 35 laps since the drop of the green flag, but I'm betting pretty soon, Macaulay, we're going to see some green flag pit stops here.
Yeah, they got to be coming here soon.
The gas tank should be getting low.
The field's tightened up, though, for the top 6, though.
Yeah, it has. We're going to go ahead and show the top 10 for that reason, because it'll show you the real timing on the distance between them. Go back here to the back a little bit, man, and that's because he pitted. The 16 car's already been to pit road, Macaulay. So Kanada's already made his way there. As we got a battle for second. Mike Rominger going after the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Ooh, look how tight that thing gets off the corner, man. Haynes he held her out there. I think he's going to keep second, Macaulay. I don't know. Rominger's fighting pretty hard on the bottom, ain't he?
Yeah, I don't know how the high side is here.
So Kanada's already went to pit road. Toby Bird, the 99's on pit road currently. Man, I'll tell you who's loving this battle behind him. Justin Gann.
Yep.
Gann's lead's increasing while these guys are side by side, and I believe Todd Cray just picked up 2 spots to move to 4th. He got around the 5 of Osborne and the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. And Rominger's still working that bottom hard. I'll tell you what, Tommy Haynes, though, the Bang car figured out how to make that second groove work. But I think Rominger's going to clear him with a little drafting help from Todd Cray in the 22. But now who's going to help Cray as you see that 17 car fighting back on the outside, and maybe the 41 right there, Michael Atkins Jr. helps him. Maybe he goes with the 17 of Tommy Haynes up there. We'll have to wait and see. Toby's a 200 IQ. He's going to gap them boys, Macaulay.
Time will tell here.
So now Rominger's moved up there, but man, late in this run, that 22 car Todd Craig's showing the speed now. He's moving right up to the back of Rominger in the 29 car. And we're 40 laps in. Here comes the leaders. First and second to pit road. Damn, that was close. 41.
Yeah.
41 and 29. Go to pit road with the leaders right there. Justin Gann in the 30. 29 car of Mike Rominger. They were 1 and 2 coming to pit road. That's going to hand the lead over to the 22 of Todd Cray, and he's about a half a second up on that 17 car Tommy Haynes that he just went around 2 or 3 laps ago. So it looked like late in the run, man, the 22 car really had the speed. He's going to keep it out there again, so these guys are able to run over 40 laps here on a tank of fuel. You seen it right here, Macaulay? We showed it first, didn't we?
Hopefully I remember that.
I'm sure they can't go too much past the 40 lap mark, but we're about ready to find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to find out what 60% fuel in the Cup car does at a 1.33 mile track. They're going to keep it out again. Yep. And that's your top three. You got the 22, 17, and 41 as Michael Atkins Jr. is also keeping it on the racetrack. So there's the 17 car right there. There's the 41 car behind him. And then it's going to be back, 5 seconds to Roy Fernandez.
He's had a quiet race so far.
And it looks like about half the field right now has made it to pit road. The other half is still out on the racetrack right here.
Here's your top three in now.
Top three's in. There's the 41 of Atkins, 17, 22 of Todd Cray. They're going to take the opportunity to make a pit stop right here. It's not flagging the melons no more. I told it to show it enough that I guess it quit flagging it, Macaulay.
That's good.
Thank you, YouTube.
Hey, listen.
Now it flagged it. They'll flag the melons, but they don't flag the porn guy that keeps posting it.
No. Must be a melon limit.
All right, watching the 41s. Right sides go up. Hunter Hallberg behind them. Oh, look at that. 8 car might have took 2 tires there, Macaulay. Maybe he didn't need the other 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
If the car's tight, there might be something to the 2-tire thing. So we're going to see where these guys cycle back out after the first round of green flag pit stops here. And I'm telling you, they made us, they must have listened to us before the race on the over-under, Macaulay.
Yeah, they want to prove us both wrong.
And Joe Torres has proven everybody wrong on fuel. That 2 car is out front, and he's been out there for 45 laps. He's just now coming to pit road. But Gary May's still out on the track, dang it. So the 10 car of May is the only one who has not pitted yet. And he don't plan on pitting as May's going to come around here one more time. I wonder if the gentleman has worked out a fuel strategy, Macaulay.
I think so.
Because he seems to be playing to the he's playing to the beat of a different drum here, ain't he?
He can make it to 50.
Yeah.
He's bringing her in now.
Time to bring it in, huh? Yep, Gary May's on pit road, and when it race cycles here, I think the
30.
At least the top 2 is going to go back to the way it was before. Justin Gann's going to return to the lead. And it looks like Rominger's going to return to second, but third place is going to change right there. You remember me reporting earlier that Kanata pitted, right?
Yep.
Look where it got him.
Yeah, he's third right now.
P3, but it looks like Osborne and Cray and them lost a little bit of time. And that's all a product of staying out a couple of extra laps. You know, they stayed out, 3 laps longer?
Yeah.
Than the other guys did. So that's what all that's about. And Atkins right here, he did the same thing. He stayed out till when they come in, which was 3 or 4 laps longer. And he's now sitting in the 6th position, right behind the 8 car of, no. Hallberg must be a lap down.
Yeah, he's 1 lap down right now.
That's the only way that would figure out. Wonder if he got a penalty on pit road.
He could have, but he took 2 tires, which
He started 3rd tonight. He was up there, but we've seen him fade back earlier in the run. So I don't know. All right, back up front, man. Look at that. Rominger is right there. This is the closest anyone has really been to the 30s bumper most of the race, Macaulay.
Yeah.
We're a third of the way in right now. Rominger's looking to the bottom, man. He might be making a pass here pretty quickly. So if one driver has figured out this track so far in the first third of it, I'm going to hand it off to the 29 car. That driver, Mike Rominger. 1/10 of a second is the distance. And look at the close rate on corner exit, Macaulay.
He gets right there.
He gets right up to his bumper by the end of the straightaway, and now peeking down here in the turn. Whoa.
Ooh, that was too close.
That was close. Little too close for comfort. I think Rominger might back her down just a little bit after that. I mean, you're a third of the way in, so there's no sense in wadding the car up yet.
No. Maybe the last 5 laps, but
right.
Not now.
They painted their trucks on American Truck Sim pink and green. Got dubbed watermelons, so we ran with it. And it's now the theme of the MMO radio. That's funny. We need to do it through the field real quick, Macaulay.
Yeah.
And while we're doing that, it's when we'll keep the top 10 up. That'd make more sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that way everybody can see it.
All right, so let's jump on board. Here we go. This is on board from your leader, the 30 car, Justin Gann. How'd he get there, Macaulay? He started
there.
Gann, the fastest qualifier tonight. He's led literally every lap other than when he pitted. And he hasn't really been challenged much, but he's got a challenge right now, and that challenge is coming from this driver in P2. Mike Rominger on board with the 29 car right now. You'll be able to see your top 10 on the left-hand side of the screen. If you're rooting for a driver, you know right where they're at. We're going to stay on board to see what it looks like to be that close to the lead, but not quite there. And look at the run he's got off the corner, Macaulay.
He's there.
He's there. Right underneath the quarter panel on that 30 car. And Mike Rominger in the 29 car, maybe the first one to unseat Justin Gann. Gann still on the outside, though. Rominger couldn't get him cleared. And Rominger still going to be scored in second, but you see on corner entry, it's going to let the we'll see if he can get it done on corner exit this time. It doesn't look like he's got the room to move up the track to make the pass, Macaulay.
No, he can't get off the turn too good.
So we're going to cruise back to third real quick, and it's going to be the 5 car Chad Osborne we're on board with. And, man, you hear him just working that throttle off the corner to stay out of the wall, Macaulay. And I think he's going to lose the spot right there to Todd Cray's 22 car. So we're going to go on board with Todd Cray real quick. He's the new resident in the third position. Is that lead battle up in front of him still on?
Yep. Gann's not giving it up yet.
Now Gann is side by side with Mike Rominger up there, and you can see on the timing and scoring on the left that they just keep swapping spots. Rominger will take it, then Gann will take it. Then Rominger, then Gann. So we got a hell of a battle for the lead going on. We're going to go back to the 4th position, and we'll go right on board right behind Todd Cray. Michael Atkins Jr. right there in the 41 is making his way back up towards the front, Macaulay.
He's actually catching the leader right now. Actually, both of them, since they're battling, he's catching.
Yeah, they're side by side up there, which is like a parachute. And I think Rominger might clear him. Survey says nope. Gann's still there. All right, let's go back to 5th. No, we were on board with Chad Osborne, so let's go back to the bang car of Tommy Haynes. Tommy Haynes in the 6th position right here. We know Haynes has got a fast car, too. He drove up to 2nd on the last run. And I'm going to get us down to the top 10, Macaulay, and you can take over.
All right.
So on board right here with Tommy Haynes. He's working on the back of the 5 car right there, Chad Osborne. And Haynes has better tires than Osborne. Osborne's one of them ones that pitted around the same time that Rominger and Gann did. So back in 7th, the first one of the guys to pit was the 16 car Joshua Kanata. And Kanata's got about 27 laps on his tires, so we're going to see how that affects him here. Oh, come on. Tommy's a good dude. We can't bang Tommy into the wall, can we, McCauley?
No, can't do that.
He's a bootlegger. All right, 7th for Kanata. We're going to go back to 8th and find the this is a car we actually need to show. Because of what day it is, McCauley.
Yes.
The Army paint scheme right here on the 56 car, John Wimbish, and we're under caution. I didn't see that coming.
Nope.
Oh, no. 00.
That's what I was about to say.
So let's get all this stuff off the screen and see what happened to a feller, McCauley. All right, so watching a 00 car right here. He's got a car behind him. There's a number on that car. It's actually the 99 car behind him here.
Yeah, they may have got into it a little bit there.
And contact initiated. That's going to put the 00 car headed in the wrong direction. And, oh, is he going to keep it? Yep, he kept it out of the wall there. He's going to have damage on the left side from that contact, but it could have been a heck of a lot worse, McCauley.
Could have been.
And we're going to be under our first caution flag on lap 63. So we went a long ways before that caution flag number 1 come out. I don't think either one of us is going to hit our over-under tonight.
I don't think so.
So Rominger was up in the lead. He had taken the lead away from Gann up there, so let's see who does what after pit stops right here. Gann is the leader, and I don't know why we don't have a camera on him, but oh, because they're on pit road. Cameras work like crap there. Race off pit road's going to be the 30 car. Justin Gann, Todd Cray. Look at Cray beating Rominger off pit road.
Yep. He gained a spot.
So Todd Cray picking up a spot right here. Rominger down 1. Tommy Haynes. Oh, it's showing the positions they come out in. Gann come in 2nd, out 1st. Todd Cray in 3rd, out 2nd. Rominger in 1st, and he's out 3rd. Tommy Haynes in 5th. He picked up a spot in the 4th. Chad Osborne gained, well, he gained a spot too, didn't he? I think the loser there was Michael Atkins Jr. coming in 4th and coming out, what, 7th there? Or 8th?
Coming out 8th.
Yeah, coming out 8th. So Atkins losing a few spots right there on that pit. So that's your caution flag number 1. Lap 63 had come out, or 62. And we were just checking out the Army paint scheme, so we can go back to that. And, of course, we got to get a better camera view of it. And there we go right there. 56 car, John Wimbish. That was our driver we were focused on our through the field there, and you were just about ready to take that over. So we'll let him get settled out in green flag, pick up about midfield, and work back from there, McCauley.
All right.
I'll get the cameras all switched around again. You can see the field pacing right here. I don't believe we've got the one to go yet. Hopefully next time by. And we got some viewers tuned into the broadcast. We appreciate each and every one of you. While you're here, if you like what you hear and see out there, mostly if you like what you see in the race, and these guys put on a great show, make sure you give them a like in the broadcast. If you like what you hear and you want more of it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We want to thank everybody. I noticed last night, McCauley, that we hit the 500 mark.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know if that's 500 people or 5 people and 495 bots, McCauley. But either way,
we'll take it.
There's 500 of something, and we're going to take it. So we got some fans in there for the 99. Toby Bird. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 99 car. Bird, the 99, is currently sitting 21st position on the track, and I believe, oh, I got some other thing, I think. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, that's pretty cool, though. That shows Bird in the 21st position right there. He's right behind Gary May in the 10 car. But I think Gary's actually still on the lead lap, isn't he? Yeah, 17th.
Yep, he is.
So we got some shake and bacon going on. All right, we're 2 by 2.
Launch again.
Pace car's in. And we'll see if the 30 car can engage the cannon. No cannon engaged. They're going to get started, but a little bit late on that restart. 30 got the lead. 22 of Todd Cray fighting really hard on the outside. You see Rominger closing in the back there. Cray's going to take the lead from the outside, McCauley.
I think he just kept it on the floor.
I don't know if third gear broke or fourth gear broke or what, but Todd Cray, man, he hammered her down. Cray's going to get right to the front, and he's going to try to make a little bit of distance between him and Gann now. We were looking for that 30 to launch from a cannon, man, and the 22 just shot out of nowhere from that high side. Look at the battle the rest of the way back, though. These guys are 2 wide. I've seen 3 wide in a couple of places. Rominger in a heated battle right here for second and third. Mike Rominger digging right on the bottom of the track. He's going to get by the 17 and give the 30. This is a replay, McCauley, before the caution.
It is.
I mean, it is a replay before the caution when the 29 was working next to the 30. But Rominger's really good on that bottom. Look at him take that spot. Chad Osborne's going to try to follow through with it. But you got Tommy Haynes pushing on the outside there. 16 car Joshua Kanata. 56 U.S. Army car right there. Wimbish working on the bottom. And now Gann's going to use the bottom to finally get clear of the 17 car. And Michael Atkins Jr. is back in the 9th position now. We just see his car in the frame right there behind the, I don't know what. Is that the 3 car? Or no?
27.
21. 21, a little bit different paint this week. Kind of threw me off a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, I seen it.
There.
Slight contact. Rubbins Racing, right, McCauley?
It is.
41 and 21, side by side, and that's going to be for P8. So the 8th position on the track. We can see that in our top 10 if we look down there. Now the 21 side by side with the 56 car, Wimbish. Meanwhile, Todd Cray, Rominger's keeping him in check right now. So Rominger keeping him in check up in the front. 0.2 of a second between first and second. Gann holding on to the 3rd spot. And then you see the rest of the field as they start streaming by here. And I said it, McCauley, we go about midfield right here, so I'm going to look at someone we weren't on board with, and I found one. And we're going to go on board with him right now, and we're going to pick up the through the field. So take it away with the 9th place car, Jonathan Cogswell, McCauley.
All right. We should be on board with Jonathan Cogswell. I think he's in a battle. Nope, he's not in a battle anymore. Start 20th, now he's up to 10th. So steady move up through the field. Behind him in 10th. Got David Elliott.
We'll skip to 12th after this one, McCauley.
All right.
No, actually 11th because Fernandez just got it.
All right, we can move back to Roy Fernandez now.
Where did he start?
He started 12th, started 11th, and he's running 12th right now. It's been a quiet race for Roy. So he just moved up to 11th. So yeah, running 11th, started 11th. Kind of been a quiet race for him.
Yeah, we're at the halfway point right now, so it might be time for the 3-car to start going forward, McCauley.
Yeah.
We're going to skip back to 13th, McCauley.
All right, 13th we got Gary Wells. He started 16th. He was actually, wasn't he the fastest one in practice? I believe he was the fastest one in practice earlier. So he's just riding around about mid-pack right now.
We got some switching going on in the front, but it'll get sorted out here. All right, back to 14th.
Jeff Glockner in the 24. He's made a nice move up through the field as well. He started 21st. Now he's running 14th. And then behind him is Joe Torres in the 2.
It's been a while since I've seen Torres race.
Yeah, I think he may have been here last week.
Can't remember. I guess results would probably show a guy or 3.
Yeah, you can hear he's getting way out of the throttle, getting into the turn 2 right now.
We're back to 16th now, Michael Robinson. Robinson's got a little distance to them guys in front of him, don't he?
He does. He's got a little damage too on his car.
Little damage. I see some on the right front right here as the hood sticking up. So Michael Robinson, haven't talked about Robinson much this race. He's been a lot more quiet than usual.
Still plenty of time.
Yeah, so we'll go back to 17th, and we're going to find... man, it sounds like the car had a rev limiter in it. But it's not. It's just him on and off the gas to make it through the corner.
Yeah, and one thing right here I've seen different now with Darren Clement, he's running in 5th gear. Robinson was actually running in 4th gear.
Must be a Ford, he said. I don't know. I think what is Clement in, McCauley? He's in a Chevrolet.
He is.
We'll go back on board here. It's just the way they're in and out of the gas. And that's only so they don't push off the corner into the wall. So Darren Clement in 17th. We're going to go back to 18th. Who's this guy, McCauley?
It's the gentleman, Gary May.
That's right, the gentleman, Gary May. 18th spot, man, and he just needs to come on like he did at the end of last season, McCauley.
Yeah, he came on real strong at the end of the season. He's just got to find that again, and he'll be just fine.
He's got to get his mojo back.
Yep.
So 19th position right here. I'll take it. That's going to be Hunter Hallberg driving an 8-car. Hunter started 3rd tonight, but he kind of went the wrong way. About 15 laps in, McCauley.
Yeah, and he's also got
He's got a little damage too, don't he?
Yeah, and he's kind of got a military paint scheme with Black
running.
Rifle. They're a military company.
Yeah, he's running the Black Rifle Coffee Company paint.
Yep.
Watching the 8-car of Hunter Hallberg right here. And go back one more to 20th. We're going to find the 28-car Ron Shute. Where'd Shute start?
He started 19th.
We'll get to him, Alex.
Yeah, Shute's got
Patience.
Has damage. Shutes has damage on the front and on the passenger side.
All right, so here we go. Back to the 21st spot, and he took us on a merry-go-round. That wasn't a curse of the camera because he was already into that spin when I jumped on board, McCauley.
Yep.
99 of Toby Bird. He may have been headed to pit road when this happened, so If he wasn't, he's on pit road now, and oh man, to make matters worse, I believe he passed his pit stall up a little bit, Macaulay.
Oof.
So there you go, Alex. 99 car right here, Toby Bird. We'll take a look at him right there, running the. That's a Mountain Dew paint scheme, isn't it?
Amp. Yep.
Amp Energy. I got to see that pit entry, Macaulay. I need to see what happened.
Looks like he came in hot.
I think he did. He brought it in hot, locked him down, and it went sideways. Oh, he kept it out of the wall, though. No damage from that. So he's going to rejoin the racing surface, and that's going to conclude our in-car coverage. And we're going to go back to the front where Todd Cray is still holding on to the lead, but Mike Rominger's right there. Justin Gann's hunting him down. We've seen this battle in reverse order the last run.
Yeah.
Literally. We've seen it in reverse order. They've got 22 laps in this stint, so that's about half the laps they're going to run on it, right?
Yep.
And we are back to the front of the field. In-cars are done, and your favorite drivers in the top 10 are going to be on the left-hand side of the screen. See Gann right here in the 30 car. He's 87 laps in. What Gann lead 24 laps so far?
Gann, he led, I think, first 50.
Yeah, he led the first 50. Cray's led 24. So Gann's led quite a few laps here, and it looks like he's catching those two in front of him. He got the car settled down, and he's looking pretty good on the longer run right here. Michael Atkins Jr. right here, 41 car. He's finding something now, Macaulay.
He's got a whole line behind him as well.
He moved all the way up to the fourth position, and that's coming from the eighth spot back there.
Yeah, now he's battling with Tommy Haynes.
When we were going through the field, he was back in the A spot. He's moved all the way up 4 spots, and man, you got a whole gaggle of cars back there. 17-5, 3-car Fernandez. We wondered where Fernandez was at. Now look at him, Macaulay.
Yeah, he's making some noise now.
Roy Fernandez, David Elliott, another driver we haven't talked about much right there on the outside. There's Brandon Fries. Jonathan Cogswell, 27 car right here. Cogswell is currently just outside of that top 10, so you don't see him on the board, but he's working pretty hard to put himself on that board right there on the left, Macaulay.
Yeah, he's having a good run.
He's working on John Wimbish's 56 Army car right now, and Cogswell running the Fanatic car. And the melon movement's on, according to MMO Radio. If he does 2 weeks in a go, if he wins 2 weeks in a row MMO, does that mean melons for everybody? That's what I wonder, Macaulay.
Yeah.
So Tommy Haynes back there in the 17. These cars are still right there together. Atkins is leading this group around, so that's 4th back, literally. What is it, 4th back to 12th, Macaulay?
Yep, because Kanata is...
Yep.
Yeah, Kanata's in that, so yep.
He's 12th place, so it's 4th back to 12th. Meanwhile, up front has not changed at all. Rominger may be just a little bit closer to Todd Cray's bumper. Get to Gann right here. We got some cars that are hitting pit road. He's eating a nice juicy melon watching this stream, Macaulay. Oh, man. So what do you got, bootleggers tonight, or?
No, I'm not doing it either. Just drinking a Coke.
Yeah, I'm kind of similar. Got a Mountain Dew so I can keep my energy level just high enough to finish a broadcast, though. Then I'm going to act like an old person and go to bed. Right, Macaulay?
Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing as well.
Girlfriend over tonight?
Yep.
Oh. After you go to bed, you'll hear the butt kicker buzzing.
Yep.
We're going to get Macaulay in trouble.
It's already too late for that.
Too late. We did that last night, didn't we?
Yep.
So Todd Cray in the 22, still leading it. Rominger second, and Gann back in third. Your top 5 hasn't changed, really. Not since it changed the last time. Yeah, it almost sound like it was pointed out by Captain Obvious, something Michael McCauley.
Just a little.
41-5, 17-3. Fernandez got another spot, Macaulay.
He's on the move up now.
We're on the second half of the race. Didn't I say second half of the race, 3 cars start coming forward?
Yep.
I wasn't joking. Roy Fernandez, man. I think he uses the first half as a tune-up, Macaulay. And we got, oh, man, they're winding down, ain't they? 53 laps to go now.
Yeah, they got to stretch it to about 45 to go to make it all the way.
Yeah, they got about 33. Some of the guys got about 31 laps on the run. Most of the leaders are right around the 33 mark, though. 10 more laps, Macaulay. 12 more laps, man. You see these guys on pit road once again for another round of green flag pit stops.
Potentially the final one.
So that means we're, I don't know, what, 34 laps since the last caution or better?
Yep.
Been a while. Ooh. Gann's trying a little bit different line. I'm up front here with Cray, and it looks like Gary May's on fresh tires right up here with the leader in the 10 cars. So the gentleman, Gary May, right there. No, is he on fresh tires? Yes. May pitted 6 laps ago, Macaulay.
Yep.
So May's got fresher tires than they do. There's about 35 laps on their tires and about 6 laps on Gary May's tires. So Rominger's starting to work on the 22 car now.
And we've seen him before in the long run. Now he came on.
See Craig going to drop all the way down there to that apron by the start-finish line, and the 29 car is going to run right with him through it. So we now got 50 laps to go. We're 2/3 of the way through the race here at Nashville with the Hyperdrive Cup Series at Swift Motorsports. Man, it's been a good one, Macaulay. 1 caution flag the whole race, literally.
We both are wrong.
We were wrong, man. I said 5, you said 6. What were we thinking?
Who did we interview last week said they didn't even have the track? That would led me to think that.
I don't know. It was one of them that told us that, wasn't it?
It was. So
because I remember us saying we didn't have it either.
Yep, that's what I was expecting. A lot of drivers wouldn't have it. No practice.
I didn't know how the race would come out here. Man, it's been a really, really good race. So it looks like Gann's fallen off those first 2 a little bit.
Or is he trying to save fuel to make sure he can make it on one more stop?
You know, there could be some truth to that, but a guy would never admit it. That's called strategy. And I think somebody put it in there that it was it's all about that strategy. And he's absolutely 110% right. That is what it's about. Especially if this thing goes green to the end, because I'm mathing, which is dangerous, by the way. If I start mathing, it might be with a West Virginia calculator, and not going to end well, Macaulay. But if they can run 45 laps on this tank, they can make it on fuel, is what I'm thinking. Right?
Yep.
They can make one more stop and then go all the way. So we're at 103. I'd say in the next 2 or 3 laps, the leaders come to pit road. And you can see Gary May did get around those guys. So he got a lap back right there. And you see Michael Robinson's 26 car is the next one in front of the leader, Todd Cray, right here. Rominger's just right there, man. He hasn't went anywhere, Macaulay.
No, I think he's just letting them know.
A tenth of a second back, and he's been there for so many laps now. I lost count. West Virginia calculator didn't go that high for me, Macaulay. And I agree with Dakota that math is mental abuse for humans.
Yep.
Very well put there, Dakota. So now they have 45 laps to go, Macaulay. And I would suspect that you may see, maybe you see a 30 car again come in here.
Someone else just pulled in.
Close the gap a little bit. In fact, I'd start looking for, some of these guys in the top 10 to say to heck with it and bring her down pit road here in the next lap.
Yeah, you're in the window. You want to be the first one.
You go back to fourth. You got Michael Atkins Jr., and he's leading a whole bunch of cars right here. Fernandez, look at that, up to the 5th spot now. Every time I go back here, Fernandez finds another spot, Macaulay.
He does.
We might want to mark that down. Maybe he's the one that does something different on pit road. And I don't know, is this where you take the 2 tires? Or do you have to do 4? Who knows? You're exactly right, Grumpy. I've done that for years now. You have the kids do the math for you. Oh, Fernandez going around the 41. That's going to be for the 4th spot, but look at this. Pit road, 41. Michael Atkins Jr., and he's going to have company with him. It's going to be Osborne, and it's going to be John Wimbish there in the 56 car, so.
Yeah, and Todd Cray's in, and Rominger's in.
Yeah, Todd Cray and Rominger just brought it to pit road, so. This is going to be the final pit stop for these drivers right here. Final pit stop, Macaulay.
And Gann's still out there.
Yeah, and I broke the damn camera again, but there's Todd Cray coming out right here in the 22. The advantage was staying out for a few more laps, as later in the run you're going to have better tires.
I don't know how Tommy Haynes got into pit road there. He got a little help from.
He's on pit road
David
now.
Elliott. Oh no, David Elliott didn't get into him. They both came in real hot.
So we got Gann, Kanata, and Torres still on the track, and they're 46 laps into the run. I'm kind of with you with 40 to go. I'm not sure what the benefit is other than having fresher tires from the guys in front of you on staying out.
Or open for a caution maybe too.
Or a caution, you're right. I mean, it looks really good. Here comes Gann now. So leaders on pit road, 30-car pit road. Good job slowing it down right here, no problems for the race leader. And I'd say after it recycles that Rominger's ahead of Cray. Mike Rominger in the 29 car has cleared the 22 car Todd Cray. Michael McCullough.
I think that could be bad news for the field.
We know that 29's been fast. He ran about a tenth of a second behind the 22 car for most of that road. Cannot almost miss pit road, man. Hopefully he did not get an unsafe entry from that pit road entrance, McCullough.
Yeah.
Gann's going to try to come back out in 3rd, but I don't know if he's going to, McCullough.
He may have stayed out a little too long.
Yeah, you see that Osborne and Cogswell are right there, and where did the 41 end up? Well,
41's 11th.
Somehow he got all the way back to 10th, didn't he?
Yep.
I think he might have had a little worse pit stop than some of those guys in front of him. So after they pitted with less than 40 laps to go, about 38 laps to go here, Mike Rominger is your new race leader with the 22 of Todd Cray running P2.
And Canada's still sitting on pit road, so.
Back in third is where the race is on. You got Chad Osborne, Justin Gann, Jonathan Cogswell, and Roy Fernandez right there, McCauley. So look at Cogswell coming alive late in this one, man. The 3-car and 27 car. Late in the run, McCauley.
Yeah, they knew when to turn it on.
We're under 40 laps to go here. And I believe this is going to be the inaugural race for them at Nashville, right? With the Cup car. And definitely with the next gen Cup car. So that's your battle for third, and then back to seventh, and he's a little bit behind these guys. That 17 car, bang! Tommy Haynes. Got to get the bang right.
Yep.
And maybe next week the fire comes back. I don't know. We'll see, McCauley.
Good possibility.
So Michael Atkins Jr., ooh, that was close. You know what they almost did, McCauley? They almost went what?
To the hot dog stand?
Bang!
That too.
They almost went bang, didn't they?
Yep.
The 41's going to get around those guys, and he's going to pick up a couple of spots right here. So Atkins drove through all those guys before, and he's got to do it again, McCauley. And Tommy Haynes, man, I hope you're feeling better, buddy. I know you've been under the weather, so. And I know you'll watch the broadcasts, so we hope you're feeling better out there. Back up front, now Todd Cray hasn't went anywhere, McCauley. Rominger's got the lead, but Cray's keeping him in check, man. These two are certainly going to put on a battle until this is over. Gann's got a little better tires than they do, but he's 5 seconds behind them. So it's going to be a little bit of work for that 30 car to make up a 5-second gap on these guys. I'd say third on back really needs a caution, McCauley.
Yeah, I think so. It's the only way they're going to catch the front two.
There's Osborne in fourth. Fernandez right here, back in the top 5 in the number 3 car. Cogswell in the 6th. And 7th, you got to go all the way back here to find a 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. The MMO radio machine. Then John Wimbish in the 56 car is sitting back in the 8th spot. Tommy Haynes is in 9th. So back in 10th is going to be the 2 car, Joe Torres. Torres did a nice job working his way into the top 10. Another driver gaining some spots here tonight. It's going to be the 24 of Jeff Glockner. Taking a look at a little different view of these cars right now. Then you got Darren Clement, the 32, sitting in the 12th spot. You see the K&N car right there, the number 32 car of Darren Clement. And who do we got in 13th, McCauley?
13th, we got Brandon Fries in the 21.
Brandon,
he
was up there a little closer to the front earlier, wasn't he?
He was, and he's actually the last car on the lead lap right now.
All right, the first car lap down is going to be Gary the Gentleman May, right there in the number 10 car. We got 30 laps to go. Who's in 15th?
15th, you got Gary Wells in the 33.
Then back at...
Good.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say Gary Wells starts 16th, and he's 15th right now.
Yeah, so he gained a spot. Back in 15th, we'll find the 26 car Michael Robinson. And he's running on the tail end of that group with Tommy Haynes in it right there. Michael Atkins, John Wimbish, and Tommy Haynes. And you can see that Michael Robinson in the 26 is right there with those guys. All right, so we'll back up to 17th, and who do we got?
David Elliott in the 42. 1 lap down right now.
And go back here to 18th, and we're going to find the 16 car, Joshua Kanata. So Andrew Mraz's teammate's missing this week, Macaulay.
Yeah, he is.
The 4 car.
I just realized that.
I did too when I thought about him when I looked at the 16. So he's missing the teammate, and Kanata having a little bit of trouble figuring the Nashville Speedway out here tonight. So we're going to go back to, I guess it'll be 19th. Take it away there, Macaulay.
Yep, 19th you got Hunter Hallberg. First car 2 laps down. Started 3rd. Looks like he ran into a little bit of trouble, but now he's running 19th.
All right. And then, I don't know where we're at. 19th.
20th?
Now, 19th, 20th. The positions are moving around, but we got the 28 car here, Ron Shute. Or Shutt. But Ron's, he's making laps at Nashville. He's getting experience right here, for sure, Macaulay.
That's all that matters.
That's right. And then we're going to go back to 20th, and who do we got?
We got Toby Bird in the 99.
Mountain Dew Amp Energy National Guard car. And I think Bird might be coming to pit road, Macaulay.
Yep, he's bringing it in right now.
Oh, he's not going to put on the same show as the last time.
Nope.
So he's going to be the last car that we haven't covered. That means we're going back to the lead battle. And it is a lead battle. Mike Rominger in the 29 has the lead. Todd Cray is right there. 25 laps to go. And look at Cray move to the back bumper, Macaulay. Perfect timing.
Yep.
Looks like Cray might be backing the corners up a little bit more than the 29 car is, and he's getting a much better run off the corner. Look at this. And it's immediate, too, on corner exit. It's not taking him a quarter of the straightaway to get on the bumper. So I believe Todd Cray might have learned something following the 29 car Rominger. And it might have been the same thing that Rominger learned following the 22 car Todd Cray earlier. But Cray's going to go to the bottom, and I think he's going to clear him, Macaulay.
Yeah,
he does. Clear. But where's the crossover? Is it there? Nope.
Nope.
No crossover. Todd Cray taking the lead back with 23 laps to go here. Man, it's hard to believe we've been 127 laps, Macaulay, and these guys are separated by the mere inches they started at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, they're staying close.
But they still got 23 to go, and Gann's got a second off that lead, Macaulay.
Yeah, he's coming. I don't know if he has enough time, but
he's about 4 seconds back right now. It was 5 seconds earlier, so Justin Gann has done a great job closing in a second. And I don't know how hard that he's had to push the car to do that either, Macaulay.
No.
I would say that Rominger pushed his car harder than, Rominger pushed his car harder than Cray, because Cray was able to get around Rominger after, 20 laps?
Yeah.
So all that worked out. Roy Fernandez is in the 4th position, by the way. So Fernandez is up another spot, Macaulay. Unfortunately, that's going to be 7 seconds behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's going to need a caution to be right back up there.
These guys, with 21 to go, I'd say they definitely need a caution to get back up there. They're talking about food in there, making everybody hungry.
I know, I just saw ribs. And
yeah, chicken tenders, ribs, you name it. Guys got to eat soft foods, Macaulay, so that's really pissing me off.
We can talk about applesauce.
Oh, shut up. I actually did the right thing and had pancakes.
Did you?
Yep, they're soft, ain't they?
They are.
I think it's more that I can't have anything real chewy.
Yeah.
Their temporary crown on that tooth, they don't want me to pull it out.
That would not be good.
And if anybody was going to pull that temporary crown out, you know who it would be, Macaulay?
You?
Me. Yep. If bad shit's going to happen, it'll happen to me every time. I'm going back here where there's a battle. 41, Michael Atkins Jr., 56 car, John Wimbish, 17, Tommy Haynes. I think they're all even in the same Discord channel. I could be wrong, but I think they are. I'm right. Rominger's in there, too.
Yep, you're correct.
Jeff Glockner in there in the 24 car, but all three of these guys are definitely in the same Discord and probably teammates here. Oh, look at that. Way to go right there. Good way to hook those guys up. He cooked them up on the smoker at lunchtime. 6 slabs, Macaulay.
Jeez. Be nice.
Felt like my gut was going to pop. Oh, here we go again. No. We're back, Macaulay.
Yep.
All right, time him out for about 10 years.
All right, you got it.
I don't know why YouTube can't get rid of that. Macaulay's going to time that guy out for about 10 years. Or that bot. Fucking assholes. Sorry about my language there.
It's frustrating.
It is frustrating. We put up with this every week. Every single week. I'm tired of it, Macaulay.
Yep.
Be careful. I don't want to move everybody else's messages in here, but
I have it locked in now, so we're good.
All right, Macaulay banned him for about 10 years right there, and he's just still timing the guy out. All right, 14 laps to go, Macaulay.
Yeah, we got a race to finish.
They're loving it. Boy, dropped that F-bomb with no shame. Well, at least they found out how I really felt about that spammer there.
Yeah, they definitely did.
I don't like that. They do. Next road game, you hit the nail right on the head. Right towards the end of the race, too, Macaulay. That's what really aggravates me. Right towards the end. All right, so Cray's got 0.6 of a second. Did he wait until late in this race to really start showing what the 22 car has?
It's starting to look like it.
Didn't run his moment. He's still hungry. For some, it may have made him hungrier. All right, so Cray's up there a little bit. Rominger's backed up, but did Rominger, in fact, back up to save his right front for a 10-lap run here, Macaulay? We're going to find that out in the next 14, 13, 12 laps, ain't we? I don't even know how many laps there are. There's some laps left. 12, 11 and a half.
Yep, 11.
11.321. I don't know. It's 11 for Gann as he crossed the line right there. And what's Gann? Oh, man. Gann's got her down to 2.7 seconds, Macaulay. He cut another 1.3 off their lead.
Yeah, he's on his way.
He's working around the 21 of Brandon Freeze right here. I ain't gonna lie, Grumpy. I care more about food too.
Food's too important.
Yep. So 10 laps to go. Fernandez in the 4th spot. He's got Osborne right there on the bumper. And then Atkins and them have gained a little bit of time on those guys, Macaulay. Atkins has Wimbish in the 56 behind him, the 17 car. Tommy Haynes. What's on the side of that car? Bang!
Bang.
Biscuits and... Oh. Now you done went and did it, didn't you? You done went and did it now. They're talking about KFC in the Discord, Macaulay. What? Oh. How do we do this?
I had no clue.
We could have had a little more interesting... No, there ain't no more interesting conversation than food right now. Making a guy hungry. You guys did it. You succeeded. I know you were trying and you succeeded. And I don't think I got anything I can eat reasonably quick either, Macaulay, so. Oh, life and all its bull crap. Hungry now. Uber order the KFC. All right, so Cray's up there by 5, about 6. It hasn't really changed, Macaulay.
No, it's basically leveled out right now.
And it's leveled out back here to 3rd now, too. He's still 2.7 seconds back. And these guys are 36, 37 laps into the run. So if they're probably going to be close to fumes when they finish this thing. 5 laps to go for the 22 of Todd Cray. Now the lead went up to 7, almost 8/10 of a second over Rominger. Gans pulled another 10th off the lead. I think it's just going to be too little too late, Macaulay.
Yeah.
He had a tough deficit to come from, 5 seconds back there after that last round of pit stops. That's a lot of time to try to make up on a guy. Then another 5 seconds behind Gann is the 3 car right here, Roy Fernandez. And you guys can see the top 10 on the left-hand side of the screen. I did good about keeping that up there this race. And I like it because it shows the guys when the positions move around and stuff. We actually had a guy ask us about it last week, didn't we, Colin?
We did.
And we delivered this week. So that worked out. Good battle right here. They've been running kind of right in line, though. All right, it's getting down to the end. 5/10 of a second separate first and second position. Todd Cray, your leader in the 22 car. He worked for it. It wasn't handed to him, Macaulay.
No, it wasn't.
We're going to get to the end of this race pretty quickly here. 2 to go, 4/10 of a second. I think maybe Rominger did save a little bit, Macaulay.
Yeah, he's cutting it down now.
He backed up 3/10 of a second to lead with less than 2 laps to go, about a lap and a half. Down the back straightaway here. 3/10 of a second, now 2/10 of a second separating 1 and 2. That's Cray and Rominger. So Rominger definitely backed up and saved on that tire, and he's going to put a battle on here. 3rd place is 3 seconds back now. And I can tell you that he was 2.6 and just went right over to 3, which means these guys have turned the wick up, Macaulay.
Yep.
They were both saving something, honestly. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Todd Cray, a 22-year leader, but Rominger's closing quick. Mike Rominger closing up almost to the bumper, but he's going to probably drive it a little too hard. In a 22 of Todd Cray is going to bring it to victory lane right here at Nashville for the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series in the inaugural race in this car at Nashville for the Cup Series here. the Hyperdrive
Yeah.
Cup Series. Brought to you by Butt Kicker. And did we get all that out right, Macaulay? I don't know.
I believe so.
I'll pretend like I did. We'll just move on. Todd Cray, first win of the season?
Yep, that's what I was about to say. First win of the season.
Yep, first win of the season for the defending Cup Series champion for the Hyperdrive Cup Series. And, man, we have where's Toby now? We'll do the final results at the end, but it looks like he's going to bring it in 4 laps down in the 20th position. So, Todd Cray, time to celebrate, Macaulay.
Yep.
And, yes, Michael Atkins Jr. right there, bringing it in the top 10 and 9th. We'll go over the results at the end here. We got a few interviews to do, and we're going to wait for that 22-car Todd Cray. These guys will come into the booth here. Well, they'll get in the waiting room first. I think my phone just told me it was shutting off, but
Don't need that.
Guy don't need it. I think I have a cord somewhere, Macaulay. I doubt it, but I'll pretend like I do.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll wait for the waiting room to fill up, and when it does, we'll have some people in there, Macaulay, and then we'll interview some people. That's how
we got
this is
3 interviews.
We do. I had a charging cable plugged into my PC the whole time, Macaulay. What? I don't know. I think it's charging. All right, so the booth isn't getting busy yet, is it?
Nope.
We ain't even got no cars on the track to look at.
No. They all left the track.
They all disconnected from the track. All right, Grumpy, we'll see you next week. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate everyone for coming in.
Yeah, no, it's great seeing everybody in the chat.
And we definitely want to once again thank all the veterans for everything you've done for this country and will continue to do. All right, Macaulay, where's our interviews at?
Cray's still in his channel. His team chat.
Well, we count to 10 and go get them.
Yep.
Macaulay says, yep. All right, Gan's in the waiting room. Gan brought it home in the top 3. So we're waiting on who? Cray and
Rominger.
We got Gan. We could work backwards.
We could do that. We've done it before. There's Cray now.
Cray. All right. Todd Cray. This is Vernon Michael up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Man, you put her back in victory lane again. First one this season.
Yeah, man, it was a much-needed win right there. A lot going on that race, fuel mileage-wise, and yeah, a lot going on. So glad to pull it off. Seen Justin walking us down there at the end, and so yeah, just real happy to get that win.
Well, the battle with that 29 car, and I mean that battle went on for several laps, Todd. Several laps. So either car had made a mistake. I mean, it would have taken that battle out of the picture. But tell us about how it is to race that close with somebody.
Yeah, I mean, that was Mike there, and I know Mike been around a long time, and I know I could race clean around him as he could clean around me, and we were basically both just kind of feeling it out with the gas mileage and shifting and not shifting, and I felt comfortable with the car in 4th. When I went to 5th, he would get in a little bit, but I was pretty much out of gas there at the end, and he had a little left, so I ran a little harder, and it was just enough to give me the edge there.
Yeah, it looked like you guys, we were looking at the lap times, Macaulay and I was checking it, and it definitely looked like you and that 29 car stepped the pace up a little with about 3 or 4 to go.
Yeah, I wasn't real confident in my fuel gauge tonight, so I was really feeling it out, lap here, lap there, but once I dropped it down into 4th, we really went. When we put it up in 5th, you saved the gas, and I said I came across with about 0.3 laps left, so couldn't really get much closer than that. But again, just fun race. Unlike last night where I had a spin coming off a pit road and a penalty. So we're glad to pull this one off.
Well, you definitely pulled it off, and it wasn't an easy task for you out there, Todd. Those guys definitely made it a race.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, I know Mike was there, and I know Justin's always got something planned, and he's fast, and usually comes on late if he needs to. So I was keeping an eye on Justin. I know me and Mike were both saving a little bit. You see Justin closing in, and we had to go back to fourth and pick it up. And there's a lot more going on up front that met the eye for sure.
Well, I don't know, but the competition might want to watch out because looking back at last season, once that 22 car found victory lane, it was hard to keep it out of it.
Yeah, he does well with momentum. So hopefully that's one of my words. And you either got it or you don't. So sometimes you just gotta take a step back to regain it. That's what we did tonight. Let the race play out, and just ended up where we're supposed to end up.
You carried that momentum to a championship last season, making you the defending champion here in the Hyperdrive Cup Series. And man, Todd,
yeah, a lot on the line each and every race. They're gunning for you, and that's what makes it all the funner. And like I said, racing with a bunch of clean guys, and it's just good, solid racing, which is what it's all about.
Yeah, it is. It's very competitive out there, and watching you guys do that, long green flag runs like that, to be that close together. I mean, we've talked about it before. It's really hard to do, and to pull out on top of that, Todd, that's awesome, man. Congratulations to you.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Appreciate WFO Network putting on the show, Swift Motorsports, obviously Hyperdrive for putting on the show, Butt Kicker. Shout out and give this out to our veterans today for all they do for us and let us race and have fun. And Infinite Hero, they also are a veteran organization that does great things. Who else? Cousin Jess out here tonight.
Yeah, she was here.
All right, Jess, we got one there. She expects a lot, like I said before. So pressure on me. So I got to make sure I bring my A game.
You delivered tonight.
All right, and Swift Motorsports, Justin, Don, everybody behind the scenes that puts on the show. Great job to them guys too.
Well, Todd, congratulations on your first win of the season here at Nashville. And I was telling Macaulay it's the first race I watched here because I just downloaded the track before we did this.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had some laps in on the regular Nashville track in real life, but this is a lot different. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, we ran late miles there back in like the late 90s. I actually ran with Dale Earnhardt Jr. there, so it was pretty cool. One of my favorite tracks.
That's awesome, man.
Yep. So Nashville, good spot for me, and like I said, we'll keep the momentum going. And thanks to everybody putting on the show. And we'll be back.
Well, you put it on them tonight, Todd. Congratulations, man.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Before I could move him, he vanished. He's got it figured out quicker than me, didn't he, Macaulay?
He does.
Well, he figured out the race quicker than anyone, so. All right, you ready, Macaulay?
Yep. Hey, Mike Robinger, you got Vern and Mike in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So walk us through your race. It looked like second half of the race, it looked like for a while you're going to be the guy to beat.
Yeah, Todd and Justin, they were pretty on it tonight. It kept me honest. And, I felt like I had a better long run car than them, but, I had to save so much. The second half of the last run, Todd got around me. I started running fifth gear because I knew I was going to be a little shy on gas, so I had to save. And Todd got around me, and I was going to try to charge hard with about 7 or 8, but I think I waited a lap too late.
Yeah, so you think if you had an extra lap or two, you probably would have got there?
I think I would have because, the last 2 laps I was running in fourth gear again, and I was catching him, and he saved. When we kept him out of the pits, he was in front of me, and I got around him because I just was running fourth gear. I don't know if he was running fifth the first half of that run, but I was in fourth trying to get away from him, and then I was going to save. Well, he stayed right with me, so I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, and walk us through your battle there you had with Justin Gann at the one point of the race. You guys were side by side for about 10 laps, if not longer.
Yeah, yeah. I trust Justin. He's a pretty good racer, and I wanted to pass him clean. Uh, that bottom is just, it chokes the car down so much. Coming up on the front stretch, that outside car is going to have the momentum, and it's just so hard to get enough momentum in the center of the corner to pull the pass off down low. So, I kept working it, and I finally got it. I don't know if he let me have it or I just got it, but yeah, it was fun racing Justin.
Yeah, no, that was definitely entertaining. How was tire wear tonight? Was it pretty rough?
My tire wear wasn't all that bad. I think my right front was 85, I think, at the end of the run. So it wasn't that bad, I don't think.
That doesn't sound bad at all. You looking forward to Michigan?
Oh, yeah, I like Michigan. So, yeah, I think I could go out there and run in the top 3 for sure.
Yeah. So anybody you would like to thank while we got you in the booth here?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for putting up broadcast, and Justin for the league, and all the admin and guys down in performance, all the teammates, and Rick Motec for the league sponsor. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, it was a good race. Good job finishing P2 tonight.
I appreciate it.
Yep. Talk to you later.
Congrats there, Mike.
Thank you.
So that was Mike Rominger finishing P2, and we're going to get the final guy on our podium, but, man, he led some laps tonight, McCauley.
He did. He was led about the first 50.
Justin Gann, you're in the broadcast booth with Vern and Michael. You got a copy, buddy?
Oh, yeah, I got you guys.
Man, you started that thing up front, and you led about the first 50 laps, but you had a couple guys come up there ready to battle with you, Justin.
Yeah. At the start of the race there, I thought I was going to be able to cruise to a checker flag, and they showed me that I couldn't do that, and that caution came out and put fuel strategy into it, and that definitely turned things upside down for me. So unfortunately, I couldn't get it there. I thought they were going to run out of fuel, and I thought I could cruise past them, with about 3 to go, and they just kept on going.
I knew it was going to be close. We pay attention to that stuff too, how far you guys are on the run. And I knew them guys were going to be close, and I was watching the clock. The distance gets smaller for you, Justin. The time was going down, the gap that you were behind. And
Yeah.
we were wondering if you were going to get there, man.
Yeah, I think when a car got in front of me, I could pull off his draft. I could really gain some good time on him, but there wasn't really enough cars for me to pull off of during that last run, and I think they were able to maintain that gap pretty well, drafting so close to each other. And I want to say that's the reason why I really couldn't catch up, but I mean, both those guys were fast all night, so it's just one of those things that you try a strategy, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Yeah, you did something a little bit different, and that's what it takes. If you're a little bit back, then you have to try something different. If you don't, then you just may as well give up, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's how I've always looked at it. You've done a heck of a job. I mean, sitting in the top 3 and leading. Early on, it clearly looked like you were going to be the car to beat tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely fun. I only had about 10 minutes of practice, but it was definitely a fun track to drive this car on. So, some tracks it seems really easy and it seems kind of like a super speedway, and this you really have to drive it. So, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and race them with the 22. You race them with the both of you have something in common. You're both champions of the Hyperdrive Cup Series. And
Yeah.
He's definitely a tough competitor. And the 29 of Mike Rominger, that 29 car has been on fire lately.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch out for him this season. Hopefully I can get a championship. in the Cup Series this year or this season. But definitely there's some good competition in here, and these cars, they're still new to everybody. So we're all learning together and figuring things out, and we'll see who figures everything out first.
Yeah, and we're headed to Michigan next week, so I kind of expect to see the same type of thing out of the 30 car in qualifying and the race there.
Yeah, I tend to do pretty well at Michigan, so I'm looking forward to that. I think it'll be a good race, so we'll see where we end up.
30 car, good possibility. Might get to 30 in victory lane next week there at Michigan.
I hope so. I don't got a win yet, so I'm gonna have to do something.
All right, you have anyone you want to thank while we got you up here, Justin?
Oh yeah, I got to thank Team 4X for the support throughout the race. Everybody ran pretty well tonight. Got to thank Ayers Eye Racing Paints for sponsoring the car. Hyperdrive Racing for sponsoring the series, and Butt Kicker because they definitely help put on the show that we're able to put on along with yourself over there at WFO. And then thank all the admins and my wife for letting me race.
There you go, Justin. Getting back, at a couple things, Michael and I know, want to thank you. I mean, tremendously for allowing us the opportunity here. But tell us, what did you expect coming into Nashville as far as how the race would go or anything? And I'm asking that because I'm looking, and we did 150 laps with only one caution flag.
Yeah, last night we raced it in the Xfinity car and we went caution free, so I didn't think we were going to have too many cautions. This is one of those tracks where you can separate. Tire wear is going to play a factor a little bit more than other tracks. We were seeing about 85%, I think, on the right front, and we can run 30, 40 laps, sometimes even more, and maybe see about 5% at most tracks. So, I think that separation just helps keep the caution count a little lower.
Well, Macaulay and I had downloaded this track literally, 30 minutes probably before the race, Macaulay?
Yep.
So we were some of the late ones on going to it, and I told Macaulay, we've never even seen a race here. And it's
Go
ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Brian.
No, you're fine.
I was just going to say that, it's a new track, but I've really enjoyed it. I think most people really enjoyed it, and it seems like it puts on pretty good racing.
Oh, it did. No doubt about it. You guys put on a great show out there, but it did look like the car got a little bit tight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was doing everything I could to catch up once I realized I wasn't pulling the time I needed to. It was it was tough, man. I was pushing.
Some of those guys towards the back, man, we did in-car views, and when you guys were 20 laps into the run or better, Macaulay?
Yeah.
And they could not get that wheel any farther to the left.
Yeah, if you try to run that bottom, I mean, it's fast for actually about half the run, and then it's just like an instant drop off. So that I noticed kind of my first run, I was a little too aggressive once Mike started catching me and Tommy, and so I stayed about a lane to a half a lane up that second run, and before that caution came out.
Yeah, that's it was crazy just to see that because of the red tape, to see how far they had them. Them wheels were turned 90 degrees, weren't they, Macaulay?
Yep.
They were working.
I bet that wall will come up quick out of turn 4.
They were working it. Congratulations getting in the top 3 right here at Nashville, Justin.
All right. Appreciate it, fellas. Thanks for putting on a broadcast.
Good luck to you at Michigan and the rest of the season, man.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Justin Gann right there, driver of the 30 car, bringing it home in the top 3. And we did it, Macaulay. We interviewed the top 3, and we downloaded Nashville successfully, and I believe we just broadcast 150 laps here. I'm going to have to go back later and look at it to truly believe it, but I think we pulled it off.
I believe so.
And there wasn't any hiccups that I could see, other than me dropping the F-bomb accidentally one time.
It happens.
I accidentally did it one time. And I think probably only one time in all the broadcasts I've done here. That's what's even more miraculous about it. But that spammer just gets me fired up, Macaulay.
Oh, I get it.
I mean, I think that bot just gets me all twisted, man, and I don't like that. Gotta
Had to
take
be towards the end too.
Just got to take it easy. just take it easy is what I tell myself. Just don't sweat it. Thank all of you. MMO Radio. I have to put them out there. All those guys come over and support us. Thank all of you. You do. They do an awesome thing with the MMO Radio. I got to check it out, Macaulay. I don't know if you have yet, but that's pretty awesome. And me and Macaulay were hanging out in Discord with them. They're a good group of guys, so thank you guys for coming in, and Nation for making his little pop-off remark earlier. I seen it, Macaulay. I just ignored it, Nation.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, it's in there. You have to look in the chat real quick. But if you like what you seen, once again, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank everyone. And really, Macaulay, you and everyone else. We hit the 500 subscriber mark on YouTube finally.
That's great.
And it's been a while to get there, and it's not a ton when you look at other YouTube channels, but damn it, it's 500, Macaulay.
Yeah, we could have none.
Here's to the next 500, right?
Yep, it'll happen quicker now.
But thank everyone for tuning in once again. All the viewers, you guys really mean a lot to us, and you definitely make the broadcast go much smoother. It's always fun to read the chat, and we get to laughing with you guys, and it gives us, I don't know, we got our mind on the race, but we don't sound like robots. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it helps to do, is to kind of pull your attention away from just, oh, and look at this and that and that and that the whole time. Because people want to hear that we're human, Macaulay.
Yeah, they don't want to hear us being robots.
And once again, thank you to all the veterans out there for all, for all the sacrifices for us. It's Veterans Day, and it's about you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. And we're going to be back here next Thursday night, Macaulay.
We are, for Michigan.
And probably the Thursday after that, too. We'll be getting to, nope. We won't be the Thursday after that because we'll be doing Thanksgiving.
Yep, so we won't be here then.
Yeah, we won't come back until Richmond on December 2nd then. So, alrighty then. We need to do results.
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right, I'll take the first 11 of them.
All right.
So, again, your race winner tonight, Todd Crane, a 22. P2 was Mike Rominger in the number 29 car. Finishing third was Justin Gannon, the number 30. But in fourth, Roy Fernandez, man, he started 11th and just drove his way up there. We've seen it in the second half of the race, Macaulay. Fernandez in the 3 car getting up to fourth. Back in fifth was Chad Osborne in the 5 car. So the 5 was in fifth. Chad started 12th, another one that drove up there. Sixth place was the 56 Army car of John T. Wimbish, and Wimbish was started fourth. Tommy Haynes, the Bang car, the number 17 of Tommy Haynes in seventh. In eighth was the 27 car, Jonathan Cogswell. He started 20th, Macaulay.
Yeah, that's a nice run up through the field.
So Cogswell doing a lot of work to get up there. Then there he is, Michael Atkins Jr. in the 41. Started second, ended up in the top 10 and ninth tonight. So good run for him a week after he pulled off the victory. And then we had the 10th place right there, Joe Torres, making a start here tonight. He started 18th, actually. So Torres drove from 18th to 10th in the 2 car. So 11th place, we had Brandon Fries in the number 21 car. And go take it away, Macaulay.
All right, and then finishing 12th was Jeff Glockner in the 24. He started 21st as well, so he made a nice gain throughout the race. Finishing 13th was Gary Wells in the 33. 14th, Joshua Kanata in the 16. Finishing 15th was David Elliott in the 42. And 16th was Darren Clement in the 32. Finishing 17th is Hunter Holberg in the number 8. And 18th, Ron Schutz in the 28 car. finishing 19th. Gary May in the 10. And then we had a couple of fans for driver finishing 20th of Toby Bird in the 99. Michael Robinson finishing 21st in the 26 car. And then 22nd, Jacob Tyler May. Tongue twister there. Finishing 18 in the 18 car. I'm all mixed up now. And rounding out the field is Nick Hunt finishing 23rd.
Yeah, Nick caught up in that first caution, man. You hated to see that for that guy. He knocked off a victory this season too, didn't he, McCauley?
Yeah, I think week 2.
Yep, week 2. Talking about the 00 car, and man, we hated to see Nick get caught up in that early caution, but it does happen from time to time, and that kind of did his night in at Nashville, I think.
Yep.
But thank all you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next Thursday night, actually, for the Hyperdrive Cup Series at Michigan. So make sure you tune in to it. We'll be here. It's going to be fun. But thanks for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you the next time.
Good night.